More and more people are doing their part to help the planet by going green. And here to show us some of the latest green items is an innovation insider, Mr. Steve Greenberg.
Hey.
I know, I'm trying to I want the people to know that you got green in your name, so you're all over it.
Greenberg, green sweater, it's just a whole green thing going on.
How did you get involved with the green movement?
Well, I'm big on gadgets in general. I'm a gadget guy, and green gadgets just seem natural. They're so popular. There's so many cool stuff coming out there, and there's so many simple things you can do to make your life a little bit greener. So that's what we're all about today.
And we're going to talk about your gadget book in just a minute.
Gadget
Coming out
Nation.
in April. Let's start with this, a remote control, a green remote control.
This is easy remote. All you do is you wind it up right here. There's no battery in it. It has a little wind up right here at the bottom.
Wow.
And basically it's one less battery you're throwing into the landfill, which is great. And also it kind of reminds you, to go green. Every time you wind up that remote, we use them all the time. It's kind of a little subliminal message there. Let's do is make
all the time.
Be green.
And if you want to watch your TV, you got to work for it.
You wind it up and it lasts for a few days, and then you have to wind it up again.
All right,
It's not that tough.
I like that. Now we need to wake up in the morning.
Right,
we can either let the sun or the birds wake up, or your honey to go, wake up, wake up. Or we
both are green. Both are
all green.
All green.
Or we can have a water-powered alarm clock.
Right. This is from ThinkGeek, and all it has is water in the back of it. In fact, any liquid. I'm going to turn it around so your camera can see it right over there. It just has water back there. I have a little flower in there, and that's all it takes. In fact, any liquid will work. Orange juice will work. Anything you want.
Why? How does the liquid work?
Basically, liquid has free radical electrons that float around in it, and this has a little gadget in it that grabs those electrons and turns it into electricity, and you've got a clock there.
Would vodka work in there?
Vodka would work in there, and it would be a lovely way to wake up in the morning, too.
That's what I'm trying to get to. All right. Now
you mentioned the sun coming up in the morning.
The sun is up?
Obviously, the sun is very green, and this is a company called Solio, and they make green. These are all solar-powered gadgets. Basically, this is a solar charger, so it opens up.
A solar charger. Look at that, you guys.
It opens up like a fan, so it just charges up. It has a battery back in there, and then you can run your iPod, your cell phone, your PDA, all off of this. And what's also cool, this company called Tread makes a case which is made from recycled tires, so it's a really green way to carry it around.
All right, let me smell it. See if you can smell.
It
smells like the interstate.
Yeah, it does. I know. The downside of it is,
I'm sure it wears away after all, but it fits right inside there. You have it right there for you.
Absolutely.
And what's this? This is another
one. Solely another green charger as well. Now,
so easy to do.
You want to use the sun? You rather use the wind power that's out there?
Yes, there's sun, there's wind, there's rain.
This is a company called HiMini, and it's a wind charger. And you could strap this onto your arm, or you could put it next to a cafe when the wind's blowing, and let me just put it up here. And as it spins around, what it does is it charges a battery in here. You could get it on your cell phone, your iPod.
So, like, let's say you're riding your bike, and you want to, power up your iPod.
You're charging up your iPod the whole time.
Vroom, I love
all that wind going past you is being used for something.
Might as well make it work for you. We have a web question for you, Steve Greenberg.
Yeah, let me hear.
From Jazzy Jan. What is a great green gadget to give to a college student?
Jazzy Jan, thank you so much for calling in. That's great. This is a good example of it, in fact. Go figure.
Go figure.
Go figure. This is from HP. This is our A6360 Pavilion PC, and this is the greenest configurable PC out there. And what makes it so green is it uses less power than anyone that's out there. In fact, it's the only one that has this Energy Seal sticker on it, which is the Energy Star.
Kind of like you get on your refrigerator or your dishwasher.
So the government has looked at this computer and said and it's the first one to get it.
And why? It's better
because it uses it's like 80% less electricity, and also the less plastic, less metal inside it. In fact, the amount of metal they're saving, HP figures in 1 year they could build the Eiffel Tower, and the amount of metal they're saving, and also plastics in building this, which is pretty cool. And if you send in your old PC, they'll recycle it and give you a discount on this PC, which is also pretty cool.
Now, does it move as fast as regular computers?
It's actually really, really fast, very fast inside, and saving energy the whole time, which is great.
Very fast. Now we've got this. I love this because you can work your remote control. You can tell the folks all about it. I'm just so excited.
These are Z-Wave enabled products, meaning
Z-Wave.
And you can get your lighting set up this way, your thermostat, your shades, anything you want in the house, Z-Wave enabled. And what it means is from any PC or from your cell phone, you can control them. So, for example,
so you're at home, you're working late at the office, and you want to put the air conditioning on or the heating on.
Right.
You can do it from your cell phone.
Absolutely. Maybe let me go down the small lamp right there. If we can see it on camera.
We have a small lamp right here.
And then I will turn it on with the cell phone. I'm going to power it up, and it should go on just like that. Can I a wow or something? A wow.
That's a wow.
Yeah. A couple wows. Right. Yeah.
So also maybe you want to illuminate the house before you come home.
Right. Or if you're coming home, you're going to be home, staying at the office later, you want to keep things off, you can turn everything off, lower the heat.
That's
if you're coming home
incredible.
earlier, raise it all up.
And how much does this cost?
Well, depending on how many pieces you get, you're starting at about $500
Okay.
or so.
But look at how much money you're saving in the long
a lot
run.
of money, which makes a lot of sense.
I
And
like that.
Any cell phone can work it. So again, Z-Wave.
Right. And now we have a toilet.
Okay, now this is going to be a career high for both of us here.
It's going to be a very interesting demonstration.
Going green isn't only about saving electricity, it's also about saving water. And one of the appliances that uses the most water in your home is this one we're all familiar with.
The toilet.
But not this one in particular. This is from Caroma, and this is their dual flush toilet.
Dual flush toilet.
And it's a very green toilet, despite it being white. It has two buttons on top. The top, this one over here does a half flush. This one does a full flush. I think the folks at home can figure out when to use a half flush, when to use a full flush.
Pretty much depends on your payload.
Right, exactly. Very good, Kim. This is 0.8 gallons versus 1.6 gallons.
Yes.
And the other interesting thing about it, it has a much bigger trap in it. So instead of being a 2.5 inch, it's a 4-inch trap. So it's a bigger opening. And instead of the water swirling down, it does a wash down. It goes straight down.
Kind of like an airplane, that sucky thing that the airplane...
Right, exactly.
All right, but not as scary.
Right, so now we're going to demonstrate that.
And how are we going to demonstrate it, Steve?
With a potato.
All right. Hey, I'm staying away from it.
That's right. Now, God forbid you ever actually pass the potato, it would be a whole other story. But that's not the case.
You said it, I didn't.
Right. But what we're going to do is put the potato right here.
Put the potato in the toilet.
Career high for everybody. I feel like saying drum roll, or maybe I should say toilet roll.
Toilet roll.
Toilet roll might work here.
And I'm gonna do the half load.
Okay, half flush, and a full potato here. Here
Enjoy.
Hold it.
Wow.
And we heard it go through.
Look at it go.
And let's prove it works. This bottom part is obviously for demonstration purposes. At home, you don't have this, God forbid, that we really
Let's see that beautiful potato.
Okay, let's take it out of here, and...
Because you don't want to have to clean
ladies
this out yourself.
And
The potato, ladies and gentlemen.
A potato! Okay. You give that the potato, give that applause.
I love it. Go to intheloop.ivillage.com to find out more information on these green products and get a sneak peek of Steve's newest book, Gadget Nation, due out in April. Up next, from green gadgets to green babies.
Green
That's
babies?
next. Green babies!
Oh, my God!